Welcome to the Medical Device School. So here we have a small short episode from the Medical Device Made Easy podcast, just to explain you a small topic. So today we choose the topic of what are the frequent issues on CAPAs. You have mainly CAPAs on your quality management system if you are using ISO 13485 and also FDA QSR. So then what are the frequent issues that you have on CAPAs? And for that, I have also with me Stefan Bolleininger, who will tell us his experience about that. And then we can discuss about the different potential issues that we have experienced in our companies or with our customers. So Stefan, tell us more. What are the different issues that you find on your CAPAs?
Well, most issues I found: missing verification, lack of efficient evidence, and a real root cause. These are the things which are mostly things I found during the audits. And that is, it's easy. It's easy. A root cause analysis, a method for root cause analysis should be everywhere. And you have plenty of them: PokerJoke, Ishikawa, whatever you take, FMEA, plenty of them, but gives the auditor at least one.
Yeah, I think the auditor is just looking for seeing some kind of professional way to find the root cause analysis. So, as you said, just give him one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's simple. One step: you need to give him something to tell him you looked at more than just the first thing you thought about. That's all.
And one thing for me that I see usually on CAPAs is the fact that at the end, we always use the root cause as human error. So we just say that it's human error, which is the easy thing to say. This is the problem of the person, but in reality, maybe it's more a problem of a place of work, a problem of method, a problem of tools to provide to this person. So my advice is really to use human error really as the last root cause if you really have nothing else that you identified.
Absolutely, because if your human error is the root cause, it's easy to fix. Either you fire the people or you train the people.
Yeah, this is also the thing. So usually when we have this root cause, usually the action is train the people. Awareness, I call it awareness training. So it makes me fun when I hear that, because it's more like showing slide deck, telling, oh, here is the procedure that you already read normally, showing him the thing that you already know normally. So it's more, making it to make it. So it's something that can also show to the auditor that, you don't have really a solid CAPA system.
Yes, and that's the thing. Because when you only say you train because the people are doing something wrong, maybe they have the wrong tools. So if you can say in the root cause analysis, everything's fine, it's really a human error, okay, it goes away. But if you say, oh, it's a human error, and you know by heart that there is something different because it's maybe a production tool or whatever, then you should change that. And that's the second problem, because you need to verify your root cause. That's the second thing, a second issue I see very often, that you have a root cause not correctly analyzed, then you come to the wrong root cause and you miss the rest of it, and then you get into the wrong direction. And the auditor, be fair, the auditor is not experienced in the product, but experienced on the process, and he sees or she sees plenty of things. So they can imagine what is really wrong. So clear claim, clear instruction, and if needed, change tools, change the process, change the product.
And one thing also is if you go in the right direction and the wrong direction, you should also know about it. So effectiveness monitoring, I think, is one thing that people are not really using on CAPA to see if really there is some collateral damage of what you have done with this CAPA, or if you have really solved the problem.
Yes. And effectiveness check does not mean if you go for human errors and you train them, training is not sufficient. You need to then take a time afterwards, a period, to make sure the issue does not happen again. That is the time. So that's one thing. You need to, during the effectiveness, you need to tackle on a time frame, and which time frame and which method you use to evaluate the problem afterwards. So the CAPA is not closed once you have initiated and did everything on on the problem, but you need to look after it if it's really solved. That is also a key message.
Okay. So we analyze the root cause, the actions, and the effectiveness monitoring. I think we made really a tour of what are the frequent issues that we have on CAPAs.
I have one additional one.
Okay.
And that is the point when you raise a CAPA.
Okay.
Yeah, most companies don't take predefined thresholds of values. They take, okay, oh, this issue happens now three times now take a CAPA.
Okay.
That's not a process.
Yeah.
You need a process, and a process includes acceptability and threshold.
Yeah.
And by the threshold, if you pass it, you're a CAPA. So by complaint CAPAs. And then there are the real big one CAPAs. They say, oh my God, I have a real problem. Then you don't need a threshold anymore. You can call it, the OMG factor. Okay. If you see a problem, you call, oh my God, CAPA.
Okay. Okay. Something else from your side, Stefan?
On CAPAs? Well, only be true and honest about it, and don't try to write some crap in it. Every auditor will find that as fast as he can.
Okay, good. So thank you, Stefan, and I hope the audience is now did heard that and is now ready for their CAPA. So thank you.
Thank you.